Hi, you guys. It's me, Chris Colley. I am in the rubber room today for live at lunchtime. And today we're going to make some RAKs, which are random act of kindness, a little gift that you can give it out when you are out and about. I'm trying to figure out if I'm in the right spot and if I'm going, all of those good things. But when I posted that we would be doing some random act of kindness things, one of my girlfriends messaged me and said that Friday is random act of kindness day. I had no idea there was such a thing, but being the trendy gal I am, I'm just gonna hop on that bus. And these are actually the make and takes that we did at our team meeting last night that I'm gonna share with you. I don't see my video coming up, so bear with me just for a second and we'll see what's going on here. So this is the little gift that everybody that attended my meeting got last night. I like to give little gifts for people who attend my meeting because, number one, they're part of my team, and I love my team. They're the most amazing people. But number two, because I want everybody to know that I value their time, and I'm very thankful that they're spending their time with me here in my favorite spot. Time is like one of our most precious commodities because we can't get it back. Once you give up your time, it is gone. You don't get that back. So I want to just show a little bit of appreciation for them spending their time with me. So this is typically what a random act of kindness gift would look like. This, because yesterday was Valentine's Day, is just a piece of our designer's series paper. It's the Country Lane bouquet wrapped around one of the little tiny conversation hearts. And I punched out a heart, stamped for you on it, and then added some frayed ribbon. So they don't have to be something that is really in-depth or takes a lot of time or is difficult to make, just something that's really simple, really easy, and lets somebody know you're thinking about them. I am going to keep a basket in my car. So when I'm out shopping, when I'm getting my nails done, when I'm getting my hair done, I have a little treat to give everybody. I think it's really important that we recognize those people that are giving back to us each day. So we're going to start off with something really, really simple. And it is a little bunny. It holds 2 kisses. So it's a candy kiss treat holder. And you guys know I always, when you come, am very prepared for you. So we have this little basket here. We have our bunny and our memento tuxedo black ink and our little bow and 2 candy kisses. See, I threw some extra candy kisses in this basket in case somebody needed them through the night. Okay, this pattern actually came from Brenda Quintano. Super, super easy pattern to follow, okay? My DSP is actually just a scrap piece of paper, but it is 2 3/4 by 2 1/2, okay? And it is red on the other side. I actually am going to take the paper out of this one because I kind of like this green print, okay? And that's the extra kit for the person that places an order and gets some card kits for free. So your piece of a paper is cut 4 inches by 1 5/8 inches. It's scored at 1 inch, 2 inch, and 3 inches. So I'm just going to fold it and burnish it on those score lines. I hope you guys are having a good day wherever you are. It's Wednesday, so you're kind of officially halfway through your work week. So that's always a good thing, right? And then I'm just going to bring in my Stampin' Seal Plus. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus for all of my projects today, just because they are 3D, so they're going to need a little extra hold. And I am just going to kind of hold this piece up and then fold this right to the edge, just like that. So that's as easy as it is to make this. Now you can put a shamrock on here, you can put a heart on here, you can put any kind of a punch on here. You could use a postage stamp punch. You could stamp right on this little piece if you wanted to. So lots of options with this one, and it's just 2 little candy kisses. So it's not something that's going to be really expensive for you to do. I'm just going to take my little bunny, and I'm going to stamp him on my scrap paper. Right in the middle, I can see I didn't get enough ink down there at the bottom. And it doesn't matter where you stamp him. He's adorable wherever you put him. Or he could be a she. That is entirely possible, right? I am then going to put him inside my punch, and I'm going to hold my punch upside down so that I can see exactly where he or she is going to be in my punch when I punch it. And I'm actually going to use a little tab here. I'm going to make a little handle out of a Post-it note. I'm just going to add that. I think I'll add it over here. And that is just going to make it so I have a little handle, and it's easier for me to line this bunny up. Oh, and I made it too long, so it won't fit in my punch. Okay, so there's my handle, and I'm just going to get him exactly where I want him. And this is why I turn my punch upside down, because I can see right where my little bunny is in that punch and see that he's right where I want him to be. Okay? Toss that. Oh, my light went out. I'm not sure what that's about, but oh, they kind of all went out. Hang on, bear with me for a minute here, and let's see what's going on. There. Looks like I'm gonna lose my. Feel like you're at a disco, you guys? All the lights coming on, going off, coming on. Okay, let's get them all back on again. Wow, that was a little freaky. Okay, so let's get back to work here. I'm gonna turn my little bunny over, put some Stampin' Seal Plus on the back. This is easiest for me to do without the candies in there. You're gonna get a really tight fit for your candies because we don't want them to slip out, okay? So I'm gonna bring in my glue dots, and I'm just gonna put a little glue dot behind my little pre-tied bow. I think the bows, pre-made bows, make everybody feel spoiled, right? Kind of like a little extra snack in your day. Makes you feel very special. So a little pre-tied bow saves me a little frustration, okay? And then all you're gonna do is put your little candy kiss right in there. And it will be a tight fit, but it will fit, okay? And then I'm just gonna come in on this end and put it in there. Anna, I think you missed the meeting last night, but you did get your make and take packet. I know you purchased one. So this video will help you kind of figure out what you're supposed to be doing. So there's our little Candy Kiss bunny treat. This is a great random act of kindness to take with you that first week in April before Easter. So you can give it out, okay? And then this one is, let's see, we want our Fresh Freezer ink, some stamps, some little flowers, a top and a bottom, and I think we have some chapstick here, Hershey's Milk Chocolate or Cookies and Cream. I'm gonna do the Cookies and Cream, and I'll put this one back in our box. So we're gonna make this little box. It's a little slider box that will hold your chapstick. Okay, and we need a piece of ribbon and something to stamp on. All right, so your box is going to be 4 inches by 2 inches, okay? And then I have scored it at 5/8 of an inch on all 4 sides. And I'm just going to cut up to my score line and then kind of miter my end a little bit. Okay. So this is my short side. So I'm cutting up both edges up to my score line on both short sides of my box. Okay, so you want to cut the short side of your box all the way up to your score line. Okay, we'll get rid of those pieces. And the box is already scored. So we're just going to fold on our score lines and then burnish it. And on this side, and then this way. I'm going to get that out of the way so it's not rolling around here for us. Okay. And then I am going to put tape right here on the inside of both of my middle pieces. Okay, so that's kind of my middle tab, if you will, on both ends. And then I'm just going to fold these miter pieces together and on the end. And they're a little bit like a 1/16 of an inch too high there. So I'm actually going to cut a little miter edge or notch in both sides. I'm going to do that on both ends. So those little tabs on your short side, we're going to miter both sides. So they're going to look like this. Okay? Then we're going to fold one side in, glue it down, and then the other side is going to go in and taped down. Super easy box to put together. I'm going to add just a little adhesive here in case that side takes up too much. Okay, so I'm just going to put one side in. So this is a really easy pattern. It's scored at 5/8 of an inch all the way around. If you are wondering, that is 5/8 is 1 tick past a quarter. I'm sorry, it's 1 tick past a half. Half is 4/8. So 5/8 is just one little mark past that. Got a little piece of tape sticking out there. Okay. So that's the bottom of our box. That's where we're going to drop this little chapstick. And then we have this wrap that goes around your box. And this is a piece of paper that is 3 1/4 by 2 3/4. And I have scored it at 3/4 of an inch and 1 3/8 of an inch, 2 1/8 of an inch, and 2 3/4 inches. So I'm going to fold on those, and then I'm going to come back in and just burnish those lines where I scored. When I did my sample, I used the opposite side of this paper. I used this side of it. So for this one, I'm going to use this side. This is beautiful paper that is amazing also for spring. And so you could easily use that again for Easter, any kind of spring holiday. And then I'm going to put my adhesive right here on this 1 1/4 inch piece. Okay, and I am just going to bring that here. What I'm going to do is fold over where my adhesive is and then just bring my bottom up to it. And I'm just going to kind of lightly hold that side, get it all lined up, and then push it together. And our chipstick is going to slide right in there. Okay? And then I am going to take this little piece of paper. I'm going to stamp my tag. And this is from the Tea Party stamp set with a cup of tea. So I'm going to have my outline of my tag, and then I'm going to stamp the word sweet on the inside. We decided, Mario helped me design these, and we decided sweet would be perfect because all of the chapstick was kind of chocolate or candy flavored. So sweet definitely works with the sweets, right? Okay, and then I'm going to bring in our little mighty mini machine, and I've been loving this blue one. This boho blue is the one that you get when you join during celebration, which continues until the end of this month. So you still have a little less than 2 weeks to join our team. We love our team and lots of social fun going on there. And you'll get a discount on all your future purchases, or you can just grab the kit and run. So that would be, if you wanted this little gorgeous blue machine, it would be $129. You get this blue machine, and you get to pick $75 worth of product from our catalog. So it is a great deal. And it comes with lots and lots of demonstrator perks. Or like I said, you can just grab the deal and run. You can also get this machine in white for the same deal at $129. Or with $75 additional free merchandise. Or you can skip the machine. If you already have the machine, you can get the starter kit for $99 and pick $175 worth of free merchandise. And your kit will come with a box, an entire box of our gorgeous catalogs, a free paper pumpkin, ships for free. So it's a great deal. And this machine, you guys, folds right up. So it's really light, it's gorgeous, and I keep it right here on my desk where I craft. So hopefully never more will you have to say, oh, let me go grab my machine. Because it is right here. So I'm really super excited that I treated myself to one when demonstrators were able to pre-order it. So what I did for this is I just took my adhesive and made a little kind of X right in the middle, and you can use a glue dot there if you want to. I have taken our fresh freesia ribbon and I cut a very generous piece of it, but then I cut it in half. So you can see it is cut in half, so it's kind of frayed in one spot, which I think is really cool, right? It gives you a whole different look to the ribbon, a little bit different texture. So I'm just going to put one end down into my glue and loop the other end around and put it, not my glue, but my adhesive. So it gives you kind of a ribbon look, okay? And then I'm gonna add a little dimensional to the back of my sweet. So I'm going to put it right on top of where my ribbon sides meet. Get rid of the back on it. And just set that down. I'm going to bring in my smooth as butter ribbon scissors and trim up my edges. And I am also going to add some of these loose florets. These are the loose flower flourishes. They come in pale papaya and fresh freesia and polished pink. Aren't they adorable? And any of them would look really good with this, but I'm going to go with the fresh freesia just to kind of keep it all in that monochromatic kind of color family. But you can add, obviously, whatever colors you wanted to it. I think maybe I might go pink with it. I don't know. I'm going to stick with the monochromatic. I give myself too many decisions and then I can't make a decision because there's too many good things to think about, right? So I'm going to make it easy and just add those two and keep it monochromatic. And I'm going to put them on with my glue dots. And I'm going to put the big one on the top and a little one down on the bottom. I'm going to try and get all 4 of these done. So it may take me a little bit more than a half an hour, but it'll give you a lot of options and ideas for some quick and easy random acts of kindness that you can spread around. Okay, so we have it in both patterns, and it just, like I said, just pops open with your little chapstick inside. Okay, and then our next one, stack these over here so I'm not going to actually pop down and see if anybody has any questions or needs any help as I go through here. It helps if I kind of do it after each project, but I forgot after that first one. Oh, Adrian, I'm so glad you're here and enjoying my voice. I miss you so much, my friend. And Lori, thanks for tuning in. And Kay, they are adorable, aren't they? And I love a really cute, quick, and easy treat little holder. So it's perfect for that. So this next one is going to be a little pull out. And I had some Valentine's candy left. So that's what we put in there. But you can put anything in there. It doesn't really matter what you're going to put in there. So this is just going to be a little slide box. So it's just going to pull out. You do have a bottom on it, so it's not going to go this way, but you're just going to use your ribbon as a little slide there. Okay, so your pattern is just this one piece of paper. It's 4 1/4 by 3 3/4. You guys like this? I put this right in there and show them where to tape and everything so that it's kind of foolproof when you get here. And all you do is get to enjoy. And we even had some color time yesterday, so that was kind of fun too. All right, so there was some scrap paper in here. Here we go. Okay, so in your little packet, you got your little template for your box, and it's already scored, and then I used the brick embossing folder to emboss it. So your piece of cardstock is 4 1/2 by 3 3/4. It's scored at 1/2 inch on the bottom, and then vertically at 1 1/2, 2, 3 1/2, and 4. So you're going to have this 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch down here, and that's where your tape is going to go. So I'm going to just quickly fold it on my score lines. And when you do emboss it, your score lines are a little bit harder to see, but you can still see them. I had just kind of turned it over, and they were easier to see that way. So here we go. Here's one there, and then this 1/2 inch here. And this would be a good one to do for St. Patrick's Day, and put a little shamrock on it, and find some little, some little St. Patrick's Day candies, maybe some peppermints or something like that. And again, I'm going to take these 2 little tabs that I've scored and folded on, And I'm going to cut right up to the score line on those little tabs. And then just, again, kind of miter them. And we'll do the same over here. And you can cut, let me see, we can cut this piece out if you want to. I think I left mine in. I did leave mine in. So, but you can do whatever you prefer. If you prefer it so it's not quite as bulky, by all means, go ahead and cut that piece out. I'm going to add some tape along that little 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch side piece there. And then I am also going to tape on the back of these 2 pieces. Now be sure you set this piece up so you're not taping it to your scrap paper when you flip it over. Okay, so I put tape on the back of my 2 tabs and on the front of my box. And that's going to ensure me that the back of my box is going to stay the back of my box. And again, I'm just going to fold this down and just kind of lightly press here, get it all lined up straight, and then press it into my, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to start with one side of my box going in, and then I'm going to put my 2 tabs in. Okay, and I put my 2 tabs in so that anything I put inside my box doesn't get caught on those tabs. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more adhesive to the bottom of my box so that it will close. And you don't have to have a bottom on your box if you don't want to. I just think that that bottom gives it a nicer finished look. And by meaning the back of my box stays the back of my box, here's where my box closes, and there's where my box closes. So when you look at the front of the box, you have this nice smoothness to each side of it. Okay? And I am going to, before I forget, I'm going to punch a little hole in the middle on both sides. And that's what, and they don't have to be exactly in the middle. They don't have to be the same width apart. It really makes no difference at all because you're just going to be seeing that front of the box. I'm going to give a little pointy trim there, just so it's easier to string through. I'm coming through the back of my box to the front. Okay, and I am just going to kind of hold it in the middle so I can see my ribbon meet. And I am going to take my bone folder and I'm just going to push it down. And right into the bottom of my box, okay? So I have these pieces left here. I'm going to take my candy, take my little heart here, and put it in my box, okay? And I think I put it in there backwards. I did. Okay, so I'm going to put it in there. And it's going to, you're just going to be able to pull these and it will pop right out. Okay? And I'm going to I'm going to wait to tie this because I want my little guy to be moving. I want him to be able to move. So I'm going to take my little piece of scrap paper here. Again, I'm going to use some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I am going to stamp Love You on this little tiny scrap piece of paper. And then I am going to stamp the gnome. We have the new gnome set called, I think it's Happiest Gnomes. Where did she go? She is right here. And I put lots of different colors out last night so everybody could used whatever color they wanted, and of course, so we didn't get bugged up. Wow, that came out really kind of blurry. I don't know how I managed that, but let's try that again. Okay, much, much better. And let's put that in there and get this out of the way. And I'm going to do a little bit of coloring. I actually am going to kind of give this a little trim on the edge. And then I'm going to make it not quite so wide. And I'm just kind of following my blade on my scissors with the stamped part of it, okay? So then I'm going to come in with my little hole punch again and punch a little hole in it. I'm going to string that right through my ribbon. So now when you pull up and your candy comes out, you have this sweet little tag that says "Love You" on it, which I think is adorable, right? Okay, so then I'm going to tie this, and I am just going to tie it in a little knot. You can obviously leave enough ribbon so you can tie it in a bow there, but I'm going to tie it in a little knot right towards the front of the box. And I'm going to leave it kind of at an angle like that because I like that with the words going that way. Okay. There we go. And we'll toss some of this ribbon. And this is just like the cutest little girl, right? I'm going to give her a green hat. And just quickly, I don't normally color with this big side of my blend, but for the sake of time, I am going to do that. I usually use my pointy tip or the blunt tip, but it is a little faster with this one. And you can come in with your color lifter and add some little shading there and stuff like that, but I'm just gonna go kind of quickly here for us. I think I'll give her some pink shoes, and we'll do a little pink right in here. We'll make her all pastel like she has on her little Easter outfit. I love these blends. They make coloring quick and easy, and you always look like a professional, which is really something nice, right? I'm gonna give her some light petal pink skin showing through her shoes and her little hands. I think she's adorable in her little face. I think I will stick with some brown hair for her. And we'll use this little end. And you can, again, can use any color that you want to kind of color her. And we're just going to do a quick little job here. And I am going to do a little pink on her little edges here. I did one that was all green and purple. It looked like a little Mardi Gras one. It was kind of fun. And then I'm going to come in with my yellow, and I think I'm going to use the darker one. And I just feel like I have so much more control with this little nib tip. So that's what I'm going to do. So we'll give her a yellow and pink dress. And you guys, while I'm coloring, I'll let you know or remind you that this Sunday, the 19th, from noon to 6, we are going to have Inspiration Day here. And that's a day where you can bring your own projects to work on, or you can use my stamps and dies and do some other projects if you'd like. You do have to bring your own consumables. It's a free day, and it's kind of a come whenever you can. You do have to let me know you're coming, so I make sure I have enough space for everybody. And by consumables, I mean your own cardstock and your own cutting plates if you plan to use my die machine. So just anything that you would use up is a consumable. Okay, and I am going to put this on with just a tiny glue dot, and I believe I'm going to put one right over that flower in her hair. So I'm just going to grab a little glue dot. One of our guests last night put hers right on there, and I really liked it, so thank you, Beth, for the idea. And I actually am going to use a white one, I think. I think that white one will be really pretty, and that will allow me to still, this one's really tiny. These are the most adorable flowers, you guys. They come with the rain or shine or rainy day. Okay, I really like that one there. And then I'm going to add a yellow one to the bottom of my words. So I'm going to put 2 of them on there. I'm going to see if I put it on the flower. It might be a little easier to get it on my tag. Yep, much easier. Okay, so then we're just going to put this gal on here, and you guys guessed it, I am going to use my little machine, my cut and emboss machine. I'm going to pop it in here, move that out of the way, and I am going to use this little sandwich. So I'm going to do my number 1 plate, my number 2 clear plate, and I'm just going to kind of bevel them at the end like that. And then I am going to put my gnome on there. And again, I'm going to move this a little bit so you can see. I am going to put my die right over top of my gnome. And then I'm going to add my little Post-it note to it so that my die doesn't move when I put my other plate on or when I run it through the machine. Okay, get it started, and then I'm just going to get a little trash cans in the way. So I just put my hand on the top to give it a little more stability as it's going through there. Back over there, and my little gnome is gonna go there. We go. Isn't she adorable? I just think she's too cute. So I am going to add her on with my Stampin' Seal Plus. Okay, and she's just gonna go right on top of our box. Okay, and I am running a little bit over, so I'm just going to share with you the 4th one that we did. We used our Stamparatus for this one and made this box. If you guys love that the little cow paper and the farm set, we just made this box, and you can make just this box and leave that open or without the hole, but I put these little cowtail candies in there. So I'm going to open it and put my candy in and then close it. So I just used some of the Designer Series paper on the sides and stamped and punched the cow out. We used our blends to color it with. So this is another one that's just really cute, especially if you were doing something for a kid's party. So this is a really cute idea. So we have that one, and then again we have the little pull-out with the candy in it. And then we did the little chipstick holder, so you have the little sliding box. And of course, the adorable little bunny. And that Country Lane paper is just beautiful for these little bunnies. So thanks for tuning in, you guys. Let me pop through here one quick second. We are doing a Lucky Day bingo. I have partnered with my upline. Oh, I could give her a red dress for Heart Health Month. You're right, Cindy. That's a great idea. Thank you. I just might have to do that. I have been on my personal page promoting Heart Health Month and heart healthy facts and things all month long. So, and I will continue to do that for the next 2 weeks. We do have a Lucky Bingo, March 5th. It is $39. We're going to play 6 games of bingo. Tons of prizes. You're going to make 4 cards using the Lucky Clover stamp set. So that will allow you to send out some happy mail for St. Patrick's Day. And we're just going to have a really great time. We do have an add-on class which we're going to do, which is using the Sending Thoughts stamp set or Sending Support stamp set. And you will get this stamp set, and I will give you a sneak peek. You're going to get the stamp set, you're going to get a pack of paper, some ribbon, and some gems. So here's a quick sneak peek at 3 of the cards that you're going to make. Okay. And then this beautiful bookbinding card. So lots of fun. It's going to be great. And actually, here's a little sneak peek too of the 2 of the cards that we're going to do in bingo. So these 2 cards are included when you sign up for your bingo, and the other 3 that I shared are sneak peeks of the add-on class. And you're going to make 4 cards total and for the bingo and 6 cards for the add-on class. So if you're interested, please leave me a comment below and I will get you all signed up. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your lunch, and I hope to see you in the rubber room soon.